Ricardo, welcome back to Exeter. 20 years since you were here first, and you helped us organise the visit of the Brazilian Masters in 2004. And 10 years ago, you helped us go to Rio to restage the 1914 famous match of Brazil's first ever game against little old Exeter City. Now here we are 20 years on. Welcome back to Exeter, as I say. What brings you here this time?
Wow, thank you. It's an honor and pleasure to be here because I'm a supporter and I love this club. So I felt very emotionally just coming back in here because we made history together with the supporters, with the club. Going back to 2003, 2004, and then 2014. 10 years now, so I have to do something great, 2024. I'm back here as Fluminense International Relations because I represent Fluminense internationally, and of course I feel part of Exeter as well. So it's a really pleasure to connect both clubs with such a beautiful history together. So I'm back here with Jodi from the Youth Academy and Marcos, Youth Ambassador of Sustainability in Brazil, to see how we can connect more community work, community engagement, connections between those both amazing clubs, and how we can do more to connect those links. The other dream we have, who knows, to have one day a Brazilian player here in Exeter, which I think would be a dream, that if you dream together, maybe you can make it happen. So something that we're checking the possibilities. And then to talk about ideas and how you can connect more Brazil and the UK, Fluminense and Exeter. Yeah. My trip in England now means that I'm going to visit several clubs in the UK, and we make sure the first club would be Exeter. We made sure that the first club you come to visit is Exeter because we're proud of this club, we're proud of our history, and we love this club. So we came here first. After here, we're going to Forest Green to talk about sustainability because they have a really interesting model. And then Manchester to visit United and City, Derby County, London clubs, and of course to visit some of our youth players who plays in England, in Premier League, Championship, like João Pedro, Mateus Martins, even Thiago Silva is now older now, but he came from our academy. So we're here to represent Fluminense and to bring back our roots. And don't forget, Fluminense Football Club has British roots as well, and Exeter is part of this.
So Fluminense obviously had a fantastic end to last year, winning the Copa Libertadores. So that's amazing news, and I know a lot of people in Exeter watched it. For a club in the Brazilian Premiership, in our eyes, what do they think about little Exeter City, as I've called us already in this interview? I mean, a big club against a little club, as you think?
Actually, we see Exeter very highly because we see the spirit, the essence of the club. I mean, like the guys that come here, Jodi and Marcos, for the first time at the club, they are highly impressed. We met the chairman, we met you, Andy, friends, we met people that are working really hard on the daily basis for this club to progress more and more. And we believe in the same values. Success is not only inside the pitch, but outside. And this club is giant for all the work they do, all the work the supporters do, all the work the community do. So for me, Exeter, and for us in Brazil, Exeter is giant for all the passion you guys put in on the daily basis. You are an example of that, and you're here for over 20 years, dedicating your life to this club, and you can see the progress in the way you, your mom, your family, friends commit to this institution. Talking about Exeter City and Fluminense, like you mentioned, if you go to Brazil, as many Exeter City supporters and members of the club came before, hundreds, we have Exeter shirts in our museum, the ball from the 1914 game. In our pub, we have the shirt of the club, we have pictures, so we are as proud as you guys to have this connection. And for us, Exeter is great and giant. It's part of the history of football.
Do you see any similarities between Fluminense and Exeter?
Yes, many. Apart from, of course, the history and the links from the past, I believe the supporters are passionate. The supporters see the game in a different way. So I see similarities in our supporters, and it's nice to go to Brazil and to see in our Maracanã Stadium. In many games I go, now and then I see someone wearing Exeter City shirts, a supporter or a Brazilian wearing the shirt. When you come to Devon, the same, wearing Fluminense shirts and, you know, our flag. So that's something really beautiful, which brings us together as well. But regarding the club, we really value the youth. We really value the base, the formation, the academy. We love our supporters, both supporters, to see young players coming from our roots, Catanfido, from Xerém, playing at St. James Park, Maracanã, wearing the shirt. So we value our youth, we value our academy, and you're happy to see our players flying high as well. So I think those similarities for me are very clear, and I hope we can bring them together and promote exchanges between both clubs, because I think it's like a win-win situation for everybody. And again, we have a unique link that no other club has, and that's between us, Fluminense and Exeter.
Smashing to hear now. Obviously, the links with Brazil go back a long way, and we were very fortunate enough to go back and play that game in 2014 at the original 1914 venue. Do you think it's a possibility that we could stage more matches and have another visit to Brazil?
Yes, we love that. We love that. We love that. I say 3 times to bring lucky. Yes, we dream, we talk. Our president, when you meet and talk about Exeter, he's really enthusiastic. So one of our missions here, who knows, is to start links for us to promote another trip. So our supporters can go to Brazil. Our supporters in Rio can welcome Exeter City supporters in Brazil, which was an amazing trip. All the supporters that went to that trip 100% said it was a lifetime experience. For our Fluminense to welcome Exeter is an honor, really. And I think, Andy, if for us, it will be an honor to have Exeter back in Brazil. And then maybe we can stage another pre-season, another game. We have good news. We might have some support to improve Laranjeiras, preserve our historical stadium, and improve the facilities for supporters. Who knows? When you build and rebuild and restore some of our old temple, the first game could be Fluminense, Exeter City there, back in Laranjeiras for the next decades and centuries. So that's another dream we can think together, you know. So yeah, we love to welcome Exeter again and to play more games between Exeter and Fluminense.
Well, I for one hope that our historic link-up continues and flourishes. It's been amazing to see you back. I know you're a relatively frequent visitor. It's not been 10 years since you were last year, I know that, but it's great to see you, Jodi and Marcos as well. And thank you ever so much for coming back to Exeter City, and thank you very much for all the missionary work you do for Exeter City in Brazil, and it's just lovely to hear that we've got that presence there. So thanks ever so much for coming over. Ricardo, I wish you the very best, and hope you have an enjoyable stay in Britain, and then you can get back to the warmth of Rio.
Thank you very much. Muito obrigado. We love you, Exeter. We love City. Count on us to do more and more between Brazil and Exeter, and you are very welcome in Brazil. The supporters that been to Brazil felt our love for the club, so please come and let's develop more things together, and let's do more. That's why I always carry this scarf. I'm going to travel all over the UK to United, City, West Ham, Arsenal with that, because that's part of our hearts. And our dream is to keep doing great things for Fluminense and Exeter City.
That's the spirit. Okay. Thanks, Ricardo.
Thank you.